Well, life is like a box of shit. You never know what you're going to get when you pull one out. Grab one of those. Ooh. Why did they put? Why did they put it in little tiny chunks in a box? So why can't you just get a big old log and if that's what you want to do, just eat the log. Now we got to take all these little chunks and they do something to them. They make them taste a little different. And they stuck a cherry in one chunk there, and I like that one. But I generally don't like shit. It doesn't taste very good. So, whew. And I guess I'm exaggerating a bit. Life is not like a box of shit, because there's some cherries stuck in to the dirt there, into the shit, and occasionally you have a good time. You find something interesting to do. You find some meaning in life. So it's not all shit. But I think most of the time, yeah, we're just trying to, plug along, get along, do the job, whatever it is we're doing, like it or not. And occasionally we get a cherry and a piece of shit. And, whew. So you have to enjoy it. You gotta enjoy it. Life is like a box of shit. But sometimes you get something good. Now, of course, I am exaggerating because my life has not been a box of shit. There have been some big chunks of shit in my life. Took up more of the box than other stuff. But the truth is, I've been pretty lucky. Met some really good people in my life, had some good times, and been fortunate enough to not be, dirt poor and get a good job and so on. So, whew, I guess, maybe if, imagine that box of See's candies. So what do they got in there? I think they don't even put the names on the lid, do they? So you have to fucking experiment. And I don't know why they do that. It's just so they can sell shitty candy. Shitty candy. So you have to guess. Oh, that one looks like something that I liked in the past. I'm going to try that one. And you grab something and take a bite into it. And, oh, that was part of the box of shit. No doubt about it. That was horrible. And then you're a little cautious next time, whew. Let's see what's else. What else is in the box of shit here? That one looks like it might be one of those cherry cream things. I love those cherry cream things. And every once in a while, when you get a box of C's that's got no identifications on any of the pieces, because they like to sell all the, basically it's half a box of shit, and then some of the rest of it's okay. But most people puke, eating some of the stuff that C's sells. I mean, I don't know how does that work? They find these poor farmers in some area and they buy up all their stuff, and then they put it in some chocolate, and and then they try to make us eat it. I mean, whew, everybody who's ever eaten See's candy knows this. Half the box is shit. You only, and that's why you're so careful when you're picking. And, ooh, where's that cherry? I love that cherry thing. Oh, and there are a couple other ones. I forget what they are. Oh, and they get away with charging a fortune for that box. You could go into 7-Eleven and, so you can look right at the candy bars. You know exactly what you're going to get. And of course, now they're pretty expensive. Just going into a 7-Eleven, you get a candy bar. It's ridiculous. Now they're like $2 or something. When I was a kid, we had 3-cent and 5-cent and 7-cent candies, and now the tiniest little fucking candy, like even the Chunkies. The Chunkies, they're all, that's a lot of chocolate, and it's got something in it. I think raisins and nuts and stuff, and those are really good. But even those, $2, and it's no bigger than, I don't know, quarter of your hand size. It's tiny, really. And after you eat one, you're thinking, man, I need to eat about 6 more of those. Of course, you can't afford to do that. Anybody that starts eating 7 Chunkies a day is going to have financial problems. So, it starts adding up to like eating a box of C's every day, even though you have to throw away half the box of C's or spit it out, and hope the dog doesn't eat. You don't want to get the dog sick. If you eat one of the wrong ones in the C's box and you spit it out, and then the dog, then you got dog problems. Now you got vet bills. You got to take the dog to the vet because he's puking all over everything, and he's got diarrhea and stuff, and so I'm not sure. Maybe this whole candy thing wasn't well thought out. Maybe we should go back to eating broccoli or something. I like broccoli. And it's pretty good, really. You can eat it raw, put some ranch dressing on it. You can steam it up and put a bunch of butter and garlic on it. That's pretty good, but oh man, life is so complicated, So C's, candy, and 7-Eleven, and broccoli. Who would ever thought when we were kids that we'd be faced with these challenging decisions? Whew, man, I didn't. No, we just used to sit around drinking Coca-Cola out of little tiny bottles when I was a kid, and rotted my teeth out, and whew. So then I was forced to eat broccoli because otherwise, if I ate all the other shit, my teeth would have fallen out completely, and I still have them all. So, I've made some good choices in life, I try not to eat a bunch of C's candy, and it's easy because, half the box is just shit, so you're taking your chances. Anytime you open up one of them, go, oh, let's try this one. And then the dog gets it, and then you got a vet bill. So, man. Oh, so I try not to go to the candy anymore, As a kid, I did. My grandma, she loved chocolates and stuff. She'd always give me a box of chocolate cherries at Christmas, and I'd eat the whole box on one day, and then I'd annoy her for the rest of the day because I was so high on sugar. She'd say, "Stop that! Stop that!" and she had lost all her teeth. She had dentures, and whew, my grandpa had most of his teeth. He got one knocked out in World War II. But he had one of those things you stick in your mouth, it's got a funny tooth, whew. So he looks normal, but Grandma somehow had lost all her teeth, and I think it's because she ate too many chocolate cherries, something, I'm not really sure. She tried to get me to eat too much candy, and at one point I just refused. I said, you know what? I'm not enjoying this. I want some broccoli. You got any broccoli? And I think I was about 5 years old when I said that. And it probably came from one of my aunts who was a vegetarian. So there you go. That's all I got to say.